Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great week and incredible day. My last video really struck a chord in my feelings towards both Zoro and Sanji, and why they are both equally as legendary and unique, in-depth characters. It made me realize, wow, these characters have feelings and motivations that go beyond paper. These are characters we love and care about, and sometimes we don't always know exactly what it is that allows us to care about them so much and what makes the characters tick. With all that being said, I have decided to launch a new video where we pick apart our favorite characters and dissect them thoroughly and truly figure out why the fans of these specific characters care for them and love them so much. Obviously, to start off this series, I want to follow up with my last video between Zoro and Sanji and have these next two videos to be more of a dissection in those characters. So grab your snacks, candy, and beverage of choice, and with no more delay, I will get right into this. Roanoa freaking Zoro. What can I say? He is a man amongst men, a legend of legends, a wild beast demon god amongst wild beast demon gods. He puts the team on his back time and time again. Alright, Zoro is probably the most hype character in the Straw Hats, with the argument of Luffy passing him up because of the main character complex. Zoro is great, as we all know, and I really believe that he lives up to the hype that is given to him. Zoro is specially written where he has these moments in the series that you sit and look at him like, I need to be like that man. Alright, let's start at the beginning when we first met Zoro and go through all his moments he has with fights, feats, hype, and character development. I won't go crazy in depth with some of these moments only because they will be featured in my other series called Life Lessons, which you should totally check out at some point. Here's the card listed here. Zoro's entrance in the story comes with him being captured by the Marines, later revealed to be because he was protecting a woman and her child from the tyranny of a benevolent son of a Marine captain and his pet wolf, dog, thing, whatever. Zoro shows that he has a kind and soft heart, wanting to be a protector of those who can't help themselves, not unlike Luffy, which I believe truly inspires him to ask him to join the crew. Luffy sees a piece of himself in Zoro, which that idea was inspired by none other than Shanks. Think about that. Zoro protecting the helpless triggered a memory of Shanks protecting him when he was a child. That's kind of a cool idea, even if it was unintended. As Luffy and Zoro fight to free both the Marines and the citizens of the tyranny of the evil captain, it shows their seamless battle prowess and that they can fight in sync within moments of knowing each other. When they are in Orange Town and fight Buggy, one of my favorite Zoro moments happens. He reads Luffy's expression, which tells him to turn the cannon on the enemy pirates and escape with his captain's cage in tow. There is this epic panel of Zoro carrying his captain, who is in a steel and stone cage on his back. With all that impossible weight he is carrying, he also has a gaping hole in his side, splurging blood everywhere. His inhuman strength and immense resolve and will to keep moving forward is truly inspiring and just a badass moment. In Surat Village, we see his view and respect on Usopp and being honorable to fight for his village. We see Zoro's strength and determination to achieve his dream at Baratie as he fights Mihawk and loses, but then resolves to never lose again, not for himself, but for his captain, so that he doesn't bring shame to the Straw Hat Pirate's name. Arlong Park shows that after he got a giant wound, he still had the willpower to beat an enemy and try to face off against Arlong, who thought it was incredible by his scars that he was even still standing. Whiskey Peak shows Zoro protecting his crew against an army of assassins. Little Garden shows how he is determined to have victory even if he loses a limb to achieve that goal. Alabasta reveals a few things about Zoro. It starts to show his loyalty and faith in Luffy, believing his captain will succeed when he is arguing with Sanji about Luffy surviving. It shows his ability to listen to his captain's orders and do something so crazy, like rescue and save Smoker, who was currently trying to capture their entire crew. Another amazing moment in the arc was how he was able to stop, listen, and grow in his strength in Bushido, the way of the sword. Jaya has one of my top favorite moments of the whole series. I think it's underrated, but massively hits. As the unknown Straw Hat crew arrives to the pirate haven, Bellamy starts to mess with Luffy, goading him into a fight by spitting his drink in Luffy's face and then slamming the Straw Hat captain into the bar, crushing the wood with the impact. Directly after, you see Zoro's sword in Bellamy's face, ready to cut him down. Let's just stop right there. I don't know about you, but I was always that friend who would defend my friends if they were under attack or got in a fight. So relating myself to this moment fits perfectly. But now, let's take the place of Luffy. Have you ever been in a moment where you were targeted or attacked by others and your friends tried to help? With me, that very rarely happened, where a friend would step in when I was growing up. But I have been there when I got in a fight with a group of 5 people and my friends just stood around to watch. So to see the dedication Zoro displays to Luffy, saying, "Whoa, wait, this is not only my captain, but my friend. You don't touch him." I respected that and desire that in friends and always have. That's just a piece I realized that I feel like a lot of people just jump over quickly. After that moment though, Zoro has enough faith in his captain that when he tells him to take the beating, he does it and they get thrashed together. Water 7 at Enies Lobby has his memorable and epic speech to not allow Usopp to join the crew unless he apologizes and asks to rejoin the crew. Zoro slices a train in half and takes on the second strongest CP9 member and defeats him, slicing the world government's building in half. He obtains a new sword on Thriller Bark and shows again his undying loyalty to his captain by not only taking his pain but offering his head instead of his captain's. This shows Zoro giving up his life and dream, which he said he would never do when he first met Luffy. He throws everything aside that he is and cares about his captain that he has grown to respect more than anyone. Sabaody, he tries to take out a celestial dragon unaware of the consequences of his actions and also gets sent to Mihawk, who he pleads to train him so that he can help Luffy become Pirate King. Returned to Sabaody, he comes back stronger than ever and then fights and defeats the main big bad while on Fishman Island. He rallies Luffy and Punk Hazard to take the new world seriously and that they should be able to win easily. Dressrosa, he fights and defeats Pika easily after he tracks him down. Zoe, he delivers another impactful speech by saying they shouldn't be so hasty to go against 2 Yonkos at once. Wano has been hyped with his Kamazo fight and the devilish look he gives him when he gets stabbed and then grips with his muscles to take away his blade. Okay, that recap was a big mouthful, but each of these things are so important and tells us different things about Zoro. So, through all this, what have we learned about Zoro? Let's dive in even further. The first thing that gets pointed out early on is even though people may think he is a grumpy, bloodlustful demon, he still is portrayed as someone who truly cares about the well-being of others. We see this first, obviously, when he tries to protect the restaurant owner and her child. He gives himself up to the Marines so these people, who he doesn't even know, can live. That is serious foreshadowing to when he gives himself up to his captain so that he can live and achieve his dream of being the Pirate King. On Sabaody, he has this crazy scene where he tries to take down a celestial dragon because he was defending himself. But right before that, he has this comical moment where everyone is bowing down to Charlos, and Zoro walks up to him and he notices him looking at him crazy. Everyone is in suspense, knowing that this can only end badly. Zoro doesn't realize the significance of this meeting, and that's why it's such a special moment. Zoro breaks the tension by asking Charlos if he's lost, which is quite ironic, and needs directions. This is not only hilarious, but it shows Zoro's intentions and heart to be like, hey, do you need help? Then that scene is followed by Zoro helping the man who was shot by Charlos and tries to take him to the hospital to save him. Zoro has shown on many levels that he does care for people and wants to protect not only the people he loves, but the weak as well. He is stern, but a protector, which leads into my next topic, Zoro's moral code. As mentioned in my last video, Zoro has a unique way of looking at life and holds himself in that regard. His code is shown a bit in his past and can be attributed to be learned by the way of Bushido, taught by his master and wherever he was trained before that. We see how his close friend and rival Kuina was killed by falling down the stairs. That is an opponent that can't be beaten by fighting. This is important because one thing he holds to a high regard and standard is protecting others and defeating his enemies. After Little Garden, we see him training very hard and having an inner dialogue, wanting to be strong enough to never be in a position where they are captured or in a situation they can't get out of. He pushes himself to become strong enough for when they need, which is a part of his code to never let the ones closest to him down. That comes out when we see him hard at work training on the ship while everyone else is goofing off and running around. Zoro also holds not only himself, but others to a higher standard. And to clarify this, he doesn't do it to be harsh. When he says Usopp can't join unless he admits he is wrong and apologizes, it isn't because he doesn't care for Usopp or doesn't want him to join back. It's because if they are going to be the crew of the Pirate King, they can't have a wavering faith in their captain and question him and be insubordinate. Because when it comes down to the wire, they need to all be united under Luffy or someone may end up dead. He does this because he cares and knows that his crewmates and captain have greatness in them. He just wants to pull it out in them and holds them to a higher standard, even if they themselves don't see that potential in them, which in turn sharpens them and makes them stronger because he put their feet to the fire and doesn't let their little mistakes slide. He wants everyone to become better and obtain their greatest self. Zoro is a motivator and stirs the pot and ignites a fire so they can kick it into gear and accomplish the things they need to accomplish and be the best that they could be. Zoro's character is unique because you think you're getting a brash, strong badass, but in reality, you're getting a more in-depth man who does have motivations and ideals that again go beyond the paper. In another manga or world or timeline, he could be the captain and main character of the story. So to put a character like that as the second in command shows you the depth of the character development Oda puts into his story. We can learn a lot from Zoro. We can learn to be the friend that always has our loved ones back. We can protect the weak. We can have a higher sense of honor and hold not only ourselves to that standard, but others as well. Don't let them slip by easily, but hold them accountable so that they can grow and learn from their mistakes so that they can be a better and stronger person. Last, be the person that is so nonchalant that you can walk up to a famous high-level person and treat them like they are anyone else. I believe in equal footing and playing ground. No one is better than another because of their status. I truly believe that, and that is a huge message that One Piece puts forward. Thank you all so much for viewing my video and giving my channel a chance. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and share it around. If you have not already, please subscribe. Also, let me know in the comment section below what you have learned from Zoro or what you like about him. Remember, be kind to others. See ya.